So we're going to go ahead and loosen up these lug nuts on the tire while it's on the ground so the tire doesn't spin. We're going to do that with a 19mm socket. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the tire, and loosen up these lug nuts with a 19mm socket. We'll go ahead and just take that last one out by hand. Go ahead and grab the tire, pull it straight off. We need to remove this speed sensor bolt here, but because it does not have clearance around the brake line, we're going to need to back this brake line out. On the driver's side rear, this is different, where the bolt has clearance. So the passenger side rear, we're going to have to back this brake line. We're going to use a 13mm. And due to the fact that we're working with brake fluid, you may want to put a drip pan or rag underneath this. You may have some fluid leak. And now we should have clearance. We're going to go ahead and use a T27 for the speed sensor bolt. Because our speed sensor will not come out past the brake line, we're going to take this brake line and bracket. We're going to undo the bolt on the bracket and just move them up out of the way. We're going to use a 5/16 socket. And then with our brake line loose, we can move it out of the way. Pull our speed sensor straight out, and we'll need to remove it from that bracket also. So we're going to take the speed sensor, we're going to remove it off of this bracket by pulling straight up. It's just a press fit, like that. Then we have a couple of zip ties on the back sides of these clamps. We'll cut those and follow the wire to the terminal. So here are our zip ties. Here's one. Here's two. And this cable runs inside the rear fender liner. So we're going to grab a tool, pop this free, and find out where the terminal is in here. So we need to remove this clip. Let's grab a panel clip tool. And just work it free. And the back side, just work that out. So we're going to follow the speed sensor cable up behind this liner, pull the liner back, and you'll see the plug. Go ahead and undo your plug. Just push your clip. Pull it out. And there's one last clip here. Grab your panel tool, your pry tool and pop that out. So we're going to go ahead and put the speed sensor in place. Go ahead and put that bolt back in. I'm going to use the T27 on the speed sensor bolt. And now we can reinstall the brake line. So next, with a 5/16 socket, we're going to reinstall the brake line bracket. So we're going to go ahead and tighten down the brake line with a 13mm wrench. Good. So next we're going to put this back onto the bracket. Just push it in place like that. Next we're going to plug in our speed sensor up behind this panel. Just go ahead and pull it back. There's your plug. Go ahead and clip it in and slide it back on to this tab. And then there's one more clip on the line right here. And then we'll go ahead and reinstall that clip. So last for this liner is this clip here. Go ahead and press this clip in place and then push this tab in. That's it. So the last step here is to secure your speed sensor cable to your brake line is to add 2 wire ties right here in the factory location. So grab your wire tie, feed it through your speed sensor cable. Tighten it down. And trim off the excess wire tie. We'll do the same up top. And trim off the excess. So we're going to have to bleed the brakes. To do that, we're going to turn the ignition forward, 1 click. We're going to go ahead and pump the brakes 3 to 4 times. Shut the ignition off. So we're here in the back rear right where we disconnected the brake line earlier. We're going to go ahead, take the cap off of our bleeder, and we're going to gravity bleed these brakes. This is a 10 mil, so we're going to use our wrench here. Just turn it until it starts to drip. Just like that, and we're looking for continuous flow. Let us know that the air has been bled from the line. All right, so we don't see any hesitation or any stops or breaks in the flow. So now we're just going to go ahead and close it up again with that 10 mil. Nice and snug. We're going to grab a rag and we'll wipe it off. Make sure the fluid has stopped. We're done. And then, last step, put your cap back on. And just as an extra step, take a little brake clean, spray off the residue. And again, make sure your drip pan is down to collect any of that runoff. Just dry it up. This helps you make sure you don't have any leaks after you're done tightening your lines. We're going to go ahead and reinstall the rear tire. We're going to line it up with the studs. Grab your lug nuts, thread them on by hand. Until they're snug. And I like to rock it just a little bit back and forth to get these tight, so you know the wheel is flush against the hub. All right, we have little to no movement. So now that we have them tightened, just finger tightened, we're going to go back with our 19 millimeter and a torque wrench at 103 foot-pounds. Tighten these down in a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.